He's the best communicator in the White House. He's spry. He's agile. He's athletic. He almost became an All-American college football player. But he had to decide between that and lacrosse at the time, which he wasn't playing. So he's lived an incredible life, this man. Just incredible. Start to middle. He's probably only about the middle of his life right now.
Oh, no, please.
Because I'm sure he's in the kind of shape where he's going to live to 164. Don't you think?
Don't jump.
No comment.
He tried to tell us about some numbers again, and that's always fascinating.
Over $1,300,000,000,300 million.
Over $1,300,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,
Over $1,300,000,300,000,000,300,000,000.
He has no idea. I mean, it's written right in front of him again. Why can't you say it? Do they type it out? Is it 1,300,000,000?
They probably do because he can't do the actual number.
Right. You know that they've got listed up there 1,300,000,000 or 700,000,000, whatever lie he's trying to tell at that particular time. 1,700,000,000,000 would be the number. Why?
Over $1,300,000,000,300,000,000,000.
$1,300,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000 gazillion dollars. Idiot.
The president is the best communicator that we have in the White House.
Yeah, thank you.
Over $1,300,000,000,300,000,000,000,000.
Trillion.
Here it is.
He doesn't know what he's saying. He does not know what he's saying.
So that would mean that in the teleprompter, since he can't do numbers, they had to write this out.
Over $1,300,000,000.
Hold on. They didn't write this out.
No, they didn't.
This is
but
what
that's how it
old
came
man
out.
said.
Over $1,300,000,000,300,000,000,000.
The idea is huge.
That is crazy.
Over $1,300,000,000,300,000,000,000,000,000.
There it is. When you see it written out,
It's so bad.
it really
All the ways.
accentuates it, doesn't it?
How many ways does he suck?
Oh, my God. In
Over
every way.
$1,300,000,000,000,300,000,000,000,000,000,000.
Love it. Like a fine wine. He just gets better with age, right?
Right.
Then he lied about how much money he's made.
I made a commitment that nobody making less than $400,000 a year, which is way above what I ever made until I became president. But it was in 2020.
Look.
No, I'm sorry. Between 2016 and 2019, he made $13 million. He was not president of the United States at the time. Mm-hmm. But in that 3-year period of time, $13 million.
Gosh, I've seen more than that even.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's a conservative estimate.
15, 16 million. But I mean, him and Hunter, I mean, they never talk business. He would cash the check, but he would never talk business.
No,
of course.
no. Right.
But my goodness, just
Such a lying sack. It's really incredible.
sure
I mean,
is.
Is there one thing you tell the truth about? Just one thing? But he loves to cry poor mouth. He loves to pretend like he's middle class, like he's lower class, in fact. I'm just like you guys. I don't have any money at all. I don't know where these 3 homes came from.
Right. And that whole thing where he says, I said I wouldn't raise taxes on anyone making less than $400,000. Well, first of all, that's a lie. Mm-hmm. But you almost need to make $400,000 just to make ends meet anywhere in the country now.
Yeah.
Here, just since he's been in office, consumer prices up 17.1%, gas prices up 35.5%, credit card debt up 40.1% in this country. We're over. What was the total? Remember we had the chart.
Yeah, it was over $1 trillion.
Over $1 trillion now.
Yeah.
30-year mortgage rates, interest rates up 4.5%. And real hourly wages down 3%. I don't think that gets talked about enough.
No.
I mean, your income might go up, but if everything else is going up more, then really you've taken a loss.
Yeah.
Inflation is,
And they spin that in their favor every single time they mention it. They just don't mention it that often because they don't want people to really check into it. And they don't want people to really realize that they're being lied to about their own stinking finances.
Yep.
pretty hard to convince people who are doing crappy right now. They're doing great and everything's fine.